I love this spot. This is my spot I come to and I sit and I think, I ponder, and I look at the water, and I remember life isn't as stressful, isn't as important, isn't as active as we truly think it is. I thought it was so fitting to come here for my first video that I want to post. And I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just holding my phone, and I want to eventually get to the point where I have microphones and I have, fucking 360 cameras, and I could put a tripod over here and be talking to you guys and get the landscape, and I'll get to that point. And I think for me, it's just getting that first video in the channel. It's getting it in the books. It's taking that step forward. And that's what this is today. But yeah, like, who am I? What am I doing on your screen? Well, like I said, my name's Colin Keith McIntyre, and just an American boy from the Midwest. And I'm 22, unemployed, feel like has no purpose, and I'm searching for that, and I want to help other people get to that, and I feel like I want to travel. I went on a 3-month Europe trip that seemed abrupt, that my family didn't fully understand, that maybe I didn't even fully understand, but I felt was right. This was last summer. Wow, that was last summer. I mean, time flies when you're growing and pursuing things. But last August, I was trying out for a soccer team, for a college soccer team. And, it would have been my junior year of college, but I had dropped out prior to that. So I did 1 semester at a prior college. And, I worked for a couple years. I saved up a lot of money, and I was feeling very proud of myself. I was grinding. I was doing everything like I was told. I was putting money in my bank account. I was investing it. I was letting it compound and grow. And I was working out. I was every day doing something, riding my bike, going on a run, lifting. I was running a small side gig. I was doing everything I possibly could with my time and efficiency. And then I decided I wanted to go back to school, because I feel like I finally understood that money comes and it goes, and I have plenty of time to make money in my life. And I decided that I would go back to school and I would continue playing soccer, because I've played soccer all my life. It's one of my passions. It was my dream. It was kind of my plan A. It was my only real plan, honestly, is to make it in soccer and do something with that. And so I decided I'm going to go all in on that. And I was texting coaches, I was emailing, and I finally had a shot at a school. And a coach let me try out. He gave me a camp, and he was very, very nice. He was very giving, training for months for that exact moment. And the day finally came. I felt like I did everything right. I felt like this was my chance of getting my life back on the rails, back where I wanted it, after so much turmoil, after so much failure and injury, and feeling like I wasn't able to do what I wanted to do in life. And the tryout was going great. I was playing out of my mind. I was doing really well. I was playing for probably about an hour and 45 minutes at this point. And I was downfield. I'm a defender, and I was downfield. I was attacking on the goal. and I overstretched my leg, and I felt my hamstring pop. I felt my right hamstring pop, and I immediately knew it was not right. I immediately felt defeated and betrayed and heartbreak. And I walked off the field. I just simply started crying. You know, I broke down and felt like I just got stabbed in the back by my own body. It was a very tough feeling, and it felt like I had just wasted so much time and energy and effort for my body to break down on me, you know, and I felt like I did everything right. But, you know, that's life. That's how it goes. There's ups, downs, left to rights, and you just got to ride with it. And that day I called my dad, and I let out my frustrations, and I let out my anger and my sadness and my feelings of failure. And he talked me down. He slowly, you know, made me feel better about it, and, you know, realized that life will move on. Life will move on because it needs to. And it's going to leave you in the dark. It's going to leave you in the past. It's going to leave you in the dust if you don't follow on with it. So, me sitting in my room late at night, feeling defeated, feeling deflated. I had my ice on my hamstring, and I immediately started researching tickets to Europe. And I threw into ChatGPT, hey, you know, where is the spots to go? What is this something to do in Europe? What countries should I visit? You know, and it spit some back out at me, and I immediately ran with it. I started doing more research and you know, finding different places that I could go, and how much it would cost, and why to go there, why to go to Spain, why am I going to go to Barcelona, why should I go to Germany? And it fed me. It fed my hunger for something more, and it made me feel like I had a purpose again, like I had a belonging, I had a mission, I had a goal. And it was a weird goal that I've never truly thought about before, but it felt so right at the time. It felt like I was doing something that aligned with me. And I bought the ticket. I bought a one-way ticket to Lisbon. And in the next 2 weeks, I was in Europe. I was in Portugal. And you know, it changed my life. It was an experience that I'll never forget, and I hope to continue. It was so unique and very different from the States. It gave me something to think about. Traveling and different languages and different cultures and food, it was all so novel and just so different, and it gave me something to chew on and think about, and all the different jobs that I witnessed, you know, working in a hostel. I've never been in a hostel. You know, I met people that were from Australia. I met people that were from all over the world, and they were also following that passion of, I was just tired of the same old and I wanted to travel. So now here I am working in a hostel, you know, across the entire globe. I found these people and I felt at home with them. I felt like I found a tribe that was understanding of my frustrations of not knowing my place in the world. I think it made me realize that you don't have to work a 9 to 5. You don't have to have a career. You don't need to make $1 million, billion, $100 million to be happy. You don't need money. As long as you have enough money to support yourself and the people around you, then that's enough. If you're happy with the life you're living and you can support your family and yourself, then that's enough. So, after going to the UK, Spain, Portugal, Italy, Austria, Germany, I believe that's all of them, I came home with an insane new adventure that I've never experienced or thought I would experience by myself under my belt. You know, and that was so much wind in my sails. I had weights lifted off of me. I completely forgot about the soccer situation. I completely forgot about going to college. And now my brain was working in such a way that I wanted to find a path that will allow me to do exactly that for my entire life. How can I make money, travel, meet these incredible people, find the craziest destinations, the most beautiful views, try the best foods? How can I do that while following my goals of supporting myself and my family with enough money to be happy and have what I need to survive? How can I do that? My brain just couldn't stop thinking about it. And, you know, I was honestly quite sad when I got home. So I immediately got to work. I immediately started hunting for that next thing. And what I came upon was going to a ski resort and working as a ski bum for the winter season. And I immediately started applying to every ski resort that I could, because this aligns with, I can support myself, I can support the people around me, I'm having fun, I'm traveling, and I'm making money. It's all of the goals, it's all of the requirements, and it met them perfectly. So I immediately jumped on it. And it was kind of incredible. There was finally one that got back to me, and it was Aspen Ski Co. And yeah, I mean, like, wow, what a resort to get back to you and give you an opportunity of a lifetime. And I immediately jumped on it, and I didn't look back. I went after Thanksgiving, early December, and I got a job at a kitchen on one of the mountains. I went to Aspen, Colorado for the entire winter season, and I took a chance, I took a gamble. I don't know how to ski or snowboard. I had no idea. But it was following the weird, treacherous path that I want to be following. And I met so many cool people. I had so many amazing experiences. I learned how to snowboard. I witnessed my first X Games. I mean, I was on the half pipe of X Games, and I see snowboarders flying over my head, like 15 feet over my head. I mean, just the most incredible things I've seen in my life. And, you know, it's all thanks to me taking a chance, taking a risk, following my goals, following my requirements, and I will most definitely be going back to Aspen. I will most definitely be going to Europe again. I would like to go to South America, and I would like to take you all on that journey with me on this YouTube channel, because I feel like YouTube is the most aligned career path with what I want in my life. And it's unconventional, it's treacherous, it's difficult. Not many people do it, not many people follow it, and it can lead to so many different amazing experiences and outcomes. And I'm excited to take you on this journey. I'm excited to start this journey. I'm excited to learn how to create and to edit. I'm excited to find a passion for photography and filming. You know, I know this is all inside of me. I know it is. I was just too scared and too I don't know, I guess scared is the right word. Too shy, too introverted, too low self-esteem, too down on myself to even start this. It's Thursday, June 4th at around 4 p.m. and I've officially started a journey that I hope can help so many other people, and I hope that can help me find myself in this crazy, weird little world we live in. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching. Yeah, if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Oh God, I thought I'd never be saying that. Wow. You know, it's weird because you're just hear other people say it. But yeah, please do that, man. Please do it. Got a lot more coming like this. I have a lot of huge plans for this channel. You know, I'm planning on going to South America, going to Argentina this summer, seeing all my friends that I've made in my Colorado journey. And I want to take you all along on that ride. And I hope you'll come along with me. Thanks, guys.